Imagine hitting golf shots like this. Oh, perfect.
And still being off 25.
Let's fix it.
Let's fix it now. Being honest, my first thought is just please get me off this tee.
Let's pick a starting line, finishing line, and then what I really want you to focus on is the apex of the shot, kind of where that top of the flight's going to be. Because we see a lot, we'll look down here at kind of where we want the ball to finish, but we're not actually looking at the flight it wants to go. Focus on where you want that ball to fly in the sky. Oh, sign him up.
That's gone absolutely miles.
Is that the most comfortable, you think? Think about how high your 52 would normally go. Let's pick out that tree. That looks nice. So what's the usual club of choice off here?
Usual club of choice, summertime, it's a hybrid, always jumping down sometimes towards a 6 iron.
Yeah.
See, it does, like today, we'll see what the wind's doing sort of thing. If we're into it, we'll be hybrid with it. I still think hybrid because wind's still buffering left to right kind of thing, so.
Yeah, let's go with that. So again, similar to the first, pick out a starting line, finishing line, and let's think about the flight of the ball.
Yeah.
The more you can think about something external rather than internal, allow your subconscious to basically take over a lot easier. When you're thinking about body positions and hand movements and wrist position, all of a sudden you lose focus of what's out there, which is what you're trying to do. You're trying to hit the golf shot. The more you focus on something internal, you basically just create an interference in your head. You're just going to get in your own way, essentially. You're not going to be able to perform the movement. And the easiest way to relate to that is walking. So if I asked you to walk to that tree over there, you'd just walk to it, wouldn't you?
You can get lost. You would, you're right, you just set off.
You wouldn't think right foot, left foot, would you? You just walk to it. We kind of want to build that into your golf game.
Right.
So, draw, body knows how to hit a draw. We'll try and hit a draw without thinking about it.
Right.
So, same thing. Starting line, finishing line. Let's think about that flight.
Starting line is just left of the bunker. I just want it to draw and carry on.
Yeah.
Kind of down fairway.
Nice. Really focus on that flight. Bring all your attention to where it's going to go in the air. Okay, hang on. It's all right.
It's all right. We've cut it this time. It's safe, but
safe.
For me again, that's quite positive. We're off for a tee. We haven't thinned it. We aren't
interrupting. It's not down there, is it?
Last couple of times I've just been
straight in there.
But
so again, kind of similar to this. Were you ever thinking about there?
No,
was that ever in your head? No.
I was thinking then.
Really?
I was just thinking getting ball airborne towards that bunker with a draw, and obviously just being the skill level I am, I've just not quite got that swing.
Well, thing is as well, you're not going to hit them all. No one hits them all perfect.
Golf, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Got to remember that.
That's it. You've committed.
We're in
committed
play.
to your shot. That's all that matters. Right. What yardage?
So watch is saying 156 to the middle at green, 166 to the edge.
Okay.
We're on top.
Uphill. What do you think it's playing as? Kind of 170-ish, maybe?
I think it's 170-ish, yeah. I'd like to hit my 7-iron, but after that first tee. But no, for me that's a 7-iron distance.
Okay.
If it's slightly long, I know I've got that big downhill slope behind, to feed it back on. So
pins tuck left, so kind of similar to what we said before. Let's forget about the pin. Let's just aim for the middle of the green. Because as soon as you bring your attention towards that pin, it's going to bring that bunker into play, and we obviously don't want to go there. No. So let's really focus on the middle of the green. Again, let's pick a point out. How high you want that ball to go? What kind of flight you want it to go on? Do you want it to draw, straight? So the way you hit that 7-iron on the first, I'd try and replicate that.
So yeah, I'm thinking start line, just this, the bunch of the trees with the three trunks. I'm kind of thinking there, nice draw. That's just going to feed in nice towards heart at green.
Like that. Really focus on that line. That's nice. Going over a bit. Hang on.
I'm going to say she just hung up in wind there.
Yeah. That were a nice shot though.
Not too
Committed
bad.
to it. It's all right. Safe, isn't it though?
Safe, yeah.
Without really trying, you've missed it the best side. If you'd have pulled it left, it'd have been a really bad miss. But
yeah.
you've kept it, like we say, you've kept it safe. Done well. So building on what we've kind of worked on the tee shots and the fairway, let's try and pick out a landing point more than anything, because I think that's what a lot of amateur golfers neglect, is where do you want this ball to land? Yeah. We all have like a certain shot that we want to try and hit, but a lot of people don't pick out where we want it to land. Again, their last look will be at the flag, but you're not chipping to the flag, you're chipping to where you want the ball to land. Yeah. So let's have a walk up and see if we can... Oh, the ball's lying all right, so you can get it up in the air a bit.
So this is different. I've never hit a chip and then before, but come and had a look and actually thought, I'll tell you where I don't want to go.
Surprised you hadn't used buzzer yet. So you've got quite a bit of room to work with. Greens are fairly soft, so I'd be looking to land it about here.
Yeah,
and that's where I want your attention to be. Forget the flag, because again, if you really focus on the flag from where your ball is, it might eventually bring that slope into play. Whereas if you could stay high side, it's going to come round, and you've got plenty of green over there to work with. So
yeah, we've got a good chance here, haven't we? Like I say, keeping it safe, keeping it again, moving towards flag. Yeah.
So this kind of area.
Yeah.
Let's get it high, so 56 or 60
I would say I'll be going 56, that's 56, about kind of my favoured.
Comfortable,
just what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
So line ourselves up, couple of feet across.
Yeah, get a feel for the ground, how that bounce is gonna react off of the ground. There we go. Well, let's really focus on where you want that ball to land. Forget about the flag. Let's just see where you want that ball to land and roll out. Go. It's up there.
It's up there. That one wasn't great, but
a really good point for that is that if you'd have aimed straight at the flag, that ball would have caught that slope and gone down there. Because you've aimed far enough right and give it enough, you've managed to get it just up enough that you've still got to put for par. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Uphill a little bit. Let's go through the routine again. So
let's go and have a look. See what we think behind.
Yeah. Always be looking high side of where it's gonna start breaking from. So I'm kind of seeing it up here a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and just feeding in.
Yeah. Kind of like a gentle break all the way, really. So again, personal preference. You can either try and pick something out, kind of on the apex of where it's going to start breaking, or you can pick something out down here and just try and start it rolling over that. That's probably better for the shorter putts, but again, it's all personal preference, whatever works for you. A couple of practice swings looking at that. If you've ever played old Tiger Woods games, or even new Tiger Woods games, do you ever play them where you got the line going from the ball to the hole?
Yeah.
And you could see it. That's what you want to try and picture. Try and see a big line on the floor going from your ball all the way into the hole, and just try and roll it on that.
Had the line, just didn't.
Yeah, just didn't
quite get through it.
All. It just, yeah.
I think I'll aim for the right hand side at oil.
Yeah. Nice putt.